Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy. Welcome to On The Go Sports, and I got a lot to talk about, especially about the Sixers. We got a lot. I don't think I covered Nick Nurse's not podcast, his interview, but he talked about a lot of things, and not in deep of what he's gonna do and how he's going to, different schemes and all that stuff. But he just talks about the players on his team and what he wants to improve with the team, and he especially talked about Tyrese Maxey. And I feel like Tyrese Maxey is a big reason why he came to Philly as well, because he's a rising star. I mean, he's 1 year away of being an all-star, and I 100%, if we can see it, Nick Nurse can see it as well. So yeah, he was very high on Tyrese Maxey. He said he has a crazy work ethic. You know, he's gotten tremendously better every year, and that's what he constantly talked about. And Nick Nurse also stated what improvements he wants to see out of Tyrese Maxey. And, Maxey isn't a natural point guard. The guy's a scorer, and he can get to the basket and flash. Anytime he wants, he can get his points. But Nurse wants him to be more of a creator for others to improve. Once he's able to create for others, he's going to be the complete guard. And I feel like, Nick Nurse is a great coach to help him with that. Like, he helped VanVleet. VanVleet didn't come into the league just a natural point guard. He was always a scoring guard, and he kind of developed that passing, and now he's one of the best passers in the league. And then he started talking about Tyrese's defensive improvements. Obviously, Maxey stands at 6'2", so that makes him very vulnerable on the defensive end. But Nurse wants Maxey to take steps forward in the defensive end, saying you have to impact the ball, and you, as a small player, you're closer to the ball because you're smaller to the ground. And yeah, he just talks about what kind of techniques he wants to teach Maxey and how you want to get underneath people, get over screens, impact the body of the ball handler. And that's what he taught Fred VanVleet. And VanVleet's been an effective defensive guard, man, for many years. Since he's been in the league, he's been an effective guard, defensively and offensively. So I think Nurse can really teach Maxey just the ins and outs of actually being a guard, instead of just being a scorer, being a creator, and then, ins and outs of offense and defense. So I'm excited to see the growth of Maxey this offseason. I'm excited to see him work his way to an all-star. I think he's going to be an all-star next year, so I'm excited. We also have a decision with Jalen McDaniels. We have to resign this man. I really want him, because if you don't resign him, then the whole Matisse trade was for nothing. Because I love Matisse as a person. I liked him as a teammate for, Embiid. I think Embiid loved Matisse. And he's just a great defender. So if you don't re-sign Jalen McDaniels, then that's a horrible trade. Because this man didn't even play in the playoffs, man. I mean, I know he's young and he's still learning. So that's why I would love to have Jalen McDaniels on the team, because I don't want that trade to go to waste. So I see a lot of confusion between the fans and the fan base between James Harden and Fred VanVleet. Okay. And when I say we're going to be a better team overall with Fred VanVleet, I'm not saying Fred VanVleet is a better player than James Harden. One-on-one, James Harden is a better player than Fred VanVleet, I assume, right? In a 1v1, you just assume James Harden would beat Fred VanVleet, right? But in a 5v5, it's a different scenario. James Harden, I don't know why I have to break this down to people, but when I say Fred VanVleet's more of a team player than James Harden is, than James Harden would ever be, because James Harden still thinks he's the man. James Harden still thinks the offense should run around him. He still thinks he should dribble, and create the offense, and that's not how you win. A lot of players said that you can't win like that. Like Kobe even said that you can't win like that. But Fred VanVleet, on the other hand, he's a point guard that can get people involved. He's a leader. He's a leader. And he's a scorer. He can score. He's a great shooter. I understand his field goal percentage was low, but you have to put that in context. The Raptors roster was horrible. They had no shooters. Can you name me three of their best shooters on their team? Name me three of their best shooters, and then that's going to answer your question. Fred VanVleet, I think, is their best shooter. It's probably their second best shooter. So, put things in perspective. If Fred VanVleet's on this team with Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid, he's going to get so many open looks. So many open looks. So, and who knows, we can get another great shooter with a Tobias trade. I think we can. I think we can get maybe a Klay Thompson if they're trying to separate them, or a Jordan Poole, or Buddy Hield. So, our team can drastically change, and I think our team for the better would be better without Harden. Harden can't play defense, right? VanVleet can. So that's another side. That's another side of the game where, like, if James Harden has a bad game, what can James Harden do for you? There's nothing positive he can do. On a James Harden bad game, he cannot score. He has ton of turnovers. He can't really play make. In the playoffs. Come on, guys. He did not play make for shit. Okay, so yeah, he's not good. He's not good at offense. He's not good at defense on a bad game. What is he good at? He's not a good leader. He puts his head down and cries. He's not a leader. I don't mind him going. I know. I guess some Sixers fans think we still have a chance to win with him. I think we have a chance to win without him. Same way. I think it's the same thing. You replace him with VanVleet, I think we're a better team. And that's just my argument. I mean, obviously other people are going to have other opinions to that, but, that's just my opinion. And leave in the comments. I want to hear what you guys think about that. And to wrap up this video, I want to close this out by talking about the GOAT, Filip Petrusev. Guys, we drafted him. Let me see where we drafted him. 2021 with the 50th pick. He stayed overseas to develop. He played in the summer league, but he might be coming back next year. He's going to be playing in the summer league, so we're going to see how he plays. At least we have someone who we drafted in the second round that's going to have some playing time in the summer league. That's what I'm usually excited for, the summer league, and we have no rookies, no nothing. Jaden Springer will probably play though. So Petrusev will likely play for the Sixers, and at that point he's going to have to make a decision on if he wants to sign the NBA contract or stick with his Euro contract. So it's really up to him. But I'm not saying he's going to be the next great big man, but he's a European big man. He's technical. He's skilled. I'm going to put up some highlights right now. Alright guys, if you guys stayed to the end, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe and drop a like, and I'll see you guys. Peace.